Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Maniacal S10 Shopping Garage. I'm Mike. As promised, this video, right after the other one I did about the tire info, in case anyone missed, Happy Easter everyone, Feliz Pascua, and hope you like this video good enough to subscribe and notification bell and you're brought up to speed on all my videos. Click on either one of those on Google or YouTube and I'll pop up and you can scroll through with this one 100 or 212 videos. Hope all works good for you. Okay, now this time around on my 010 Aveo and for 09 to 11 and other years earlier, the parts may vary a bit, price may vary a bit, but all the same function. Today we're going to update the evap system. I already did the purge valve, but you'll see all of this, to the vapor canister. This is a junkyard item, this basically for test. And then to the vapor canister switch, vent valve, all together, and with a new MAP sensor, or mass airflow sensor, and then see how she goes. Local junkyard item, I picked it up, right at 20 bucks. It's worth the experiment with. And this one is OEM, which I am putting back on. Reason is, from what I'm finding out, that the charcoal canister, vapor canister, lasts virtually as long as the car lasts. There's a way to test them. I've done the research that I can, and there's one YouTube video that I watched with someone testing vapor canister, pouring water in it and blowing it out. I'm not putting water in this. Vapor only. Down the road, I may experiment with it and try. I know it's backwards. Purple power, maybe. I will let you know. But it only recommends to test these air pressure no more than 50, and I will show you the two nipples to test this with. And I got part of a disassembled mask so you can see it's working. And I'm going to dip this down a little bit. This will probably be a rather long video. Okay, 50 psi. Now, the bits we're going to test, and if you can see if it'll focus. Whoops. Oh, come on. I was hoping so. Well, there we go. Now you can see it. This one and that one. And this one goes to the front. This one goes to the purge. See if it's got the info written on this. Okay, this goes to the tank. Sorry about that. Tank, purge valve, vent solenoid, which you can hopefully see. I'm trying to. There's the three of them. Smallest one, purge valve. Next to it, tank. And the back one here, if I can do this while dropping it, goes to the vent valve. Okay. I already tested this, we tested out good, but I didn't do the OEM one so you can see if anything comes out of it, you see it. But I do not recommend putting water in this. It's charcoal granules, filtering system, it's sealed from the back. It's glued together really good. I'm just not going to cut it open. Okay, here's this, and you can see, it don't take nothing to blow this around. Here we go. And we can do this both ways. I'm going to do it with the purge nipple first. And can we see this? Probably not. There we go. See what we can do. I've already taken all the parts off and putting the new ones on, and that you will see just a reverse process, take them off. Here we go. See it moving? That means she's not clogged and she's free flow system. Now we'll do it to the other one. You actually smell the vapor, but you can see it moving. No leaks, but it's doing what it should. Once again, once I get it positioned here, I'm going to cooperate a little bit. Good. Try to do a little better for you. There we go. Now we see it moving. All clear. And I'll do it this way too. You'll be able to hear it. All's good. All's good. This one, let's see which way this comes. Because it don't work this way, just I'm blowing it this way. Comes out the ones in the tank. Actually, check this out. This is for the junkyard. All's good. Now, let's do the OEM. You're going to see it for the first time like I'm going to see it for the first time. Just in case something does come out, but don't go over the camera here. See what we got. Okay, you heard that? All three of them. Now let's see what we got this way. Good. 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 Okay, now we're cooking natural gas and meatloaf, figuratively speaking. Okay. This does is, when you top off your tank, don't top it off, or don't go past the top off tank. When you go put gas in your vehicle, don't go over topping it off, because gas liquid will get into this canister and it just messes it all up, gets in the purge valve, and everything's screwed up then. So I don't suggest to do that. And for the fumes or the vapors to the tank, and for the evap system, EGR valve, gas recirculation valve, I said that right, EGR, exhaust gas recirculation. That's where this comes in, with the purge valve and the vent solenoid to get the vapor, go up to the motor and burn. Saves fuel. Okay, this is ready to go back on. 10 millimeter socket, corners drive more than likely. 2 bolts of this, 1 to the vent valve, and let's go get this thing together and a few things changed around. Let's get her started. So let's go. Okay, we haven't quite made it out to the car yet, as you can see. I almost got ahead of myself, so I want to show you what all I am replacing, which I've already mentioned. Mass airflow sensor. I'm putting back on the OEM vapor canister. I am changing out the vent valve, or done the purge, and the fuel pump. All this got started because of the fuel pump fuel pressure regulator was gone bad. So give me a sec. Okay, we're 10 minutes into this. This is the new fuel pump. All this is off of eBay. And this here is the fuel pressure regulator is what's going bad on mine. Fuel pressure for this particular vehicle, I think 9, mine's 10, and 11, 55 to 62, 65 PSI, and it's only holding at 40. I've already tested that, but we're going to do it again to show you so you can see it. But this is the new one, and this darn thing is spring-loaded, like so. Now this switch here has to be taken off. Oops, sorry, wrong spot. The switch that goes here comes off the OEM one and goes on here because it's recommended to do that because it doesn't come with it, nor the seal for this. So I got to use the other seal. And it's a bear to get undone that you're going to see this. There's the fuel pump. There's the canister vent valve. And of course, mass airflow sensor. I'm replacing all of this. So now we can go get started. Okay, now we made out the car finally. Okay. OEM mass airflow sensor. While the car is running, your vehicle's running, you unplug this real quick. If it dies, it's working. If it doesn't, then it's not working. I'm replacing it anyway, PMing it. New purge valve. 10 millimeter, off, on, disconnect. And these clips here, my thumbs flip it back there. And this one, you push in, pull out this way on the line, disconnect, and swap it out. Oh, and your connection. But battery's unplugged, no worries there. Now, here's the main culprit, and it is a bear. That bracket there you see, there's one under this for the back seat. Lift up a bit, it'll pop, take it out. There's the fuel pump, there's the cover. It just pretty much snaps into it. There's the switch you have to take off of this one to put on the new one. That's a pop out, disconnect, push down, pop out, disconnect, gas line, and you've got it. That's going to be the bear of all of them. Now to under the car. Yeah, at least we get to lay down a little bit and relax. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's a driveway. Yeah, like you want to see that. Okay. Those two bolts, that's the vapor canister. Hardware. Here's the hardware for the vent solenoid. And believe it or not, I think it's this one. This is the hole that the tube goes into. And there's the ones that connect to it from the front to the canister. One, and you'll see how this goes. I take it, put it back together. And I still have not found down through there for the fuel system an inline filter. So as you know, up the front there's a filter. I just put one in for myself, that way I can do as I need to. So let's get this thing back together, so stand by. Okay, here's some of the tools you're going to need. Screwdriver, a standard one, paintbrush to move the dust, this to be getting hoses loose or getting the clips loose once you push them in to pop them loose. And as I made from a flea market special, a copper chisel to break this all loose to get the pump out, which I had not technically taken out. And you also have to do some assembly with the new pump with the float. You'll see that as I do it, how to do that. Okay, 14 minutes into this. Oh yeah, there's a hose clamp, and then there's this plastic gapped ring that holds down and holds the fuel pump in place. And that hose clamp is 1/4 inch drive, that's what I use, by a 9/32 and a 10 millimeter for the hardware for the car. Okay, as I said, parts off of eBay, and there's the part number. And OEM mass flow sensor, that's just going over to the truck, and it's pretty much done with for now. Here's the new one. I need to change air filter, didn't know it, so now that's has been gonna get changed too. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So keep your fingers crossed, hope for the best for both of us. Okay, and airflow, arrow toward the motor. All right. Here's part of what I made up for the air filling system. This fiberglass screen, cut it to fit, fold it over, and you got it. I'll trim this off later. Yeah, it's a bit of a snug fit, but we'll make it. Okay. Fuel pump's gonna be the biggest problem. Hope you can see this. If not, when I move out of the way, you will be able to. There you are. Take the covers off, dust covers, we got it. There's that, lock it, we got it. One down and several more to go. That's all for the hood. Okay, for the vent control valve, here's the info that you need. All this off of eBay. And, of course, there's the valve. And I gotta put the bracket off the OEM one on this. So let's go get that done. We're 18 minutes into this. Okay, let's get the bracket swapped out. There we go. And that little tang right there. Pry it up a little bit, comes right out. And as you'll see, the tang catches, if I get the light just right on that right there. See what we can do here by hand. And in we go. Like this, and she's locked. Okay. And it's the float for the fuel pump. We'll be back for that, or matter of fact, we just do that now. We want to come back in the shop. Give me just a sec. Here's the new fuel pump. I'm guessing it, I don't like to guess, but I'm going to have to at this for now. This, I think, is the condenser, and it goes into the system to keep the static off the radio. But this is where the float goes, and the here. You'd think that getting the new fuel pump, that the float would come assembled to it. It don't. Let's go ahead and get this dealt with. Modern technology, you gotta assemble it. Okay. You're gonna be real easy with this too. All right. This is what goes into the spring into the mechanism. You're seeing and learning the first time as I'm doing this too. Wow. Ah, okay. Now I see something a little different. Okay. As the hinge goes in, this part locks in. Or no, this part locks in to the pump assembly swing arm piece. Right there and right there. As you can see that now. Let's get this together. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And gently press in, you hear a click, and there we go. Now you shall see. Probably better than what you was seeing. Okay. And as you can see, she's locked in. Alrighty, now we got this. This is going to be a bear to get in. So pause, take a breath, take a break, and catch up in a minute or two. Okay, we're back at it. We're 22 minutes into this. The best I'm going to be able to do is show you what I'm going to do it, and then bring you back to it. So here we go. Get my hand out of the way again. Canister there, vent valve back there. So bear with me. Okay, almost 23 minutes into this. As you can see, I got the canister mounted, not snug. I'm getting ready to put the hose on for the vent valve and plug that up. And I found out in my research that if you smell gas on the outside or on the inside of the car or your vehicle, chances is the canister is the culprit. Give me just a second. Okay, just over 23 minutes into this. That's all hooked up, and for this vent tube goes up in the frame. There's that white line from the factory, goes to there. It vents into the frame. That's the way they designed it, so for now that's the way I'm leaving it. I may do my own hose setup with a filter on this later. I'll let you know how that comes out. Now let's get to the canister and get the rest of that hooked up on the other end. And as you can see, it is tight in here. That's just the way that it is. Okay, give me just a second. I'll make an adjustment on this hose right here. Okay, so far so good. Still loose here, just this hose here. Now to connect these two up, tighten up the canister, and we've got this end. This is the clamp. Well, like the clamp I broke getting this line off, which is the purge valve. That's the clip that goes in. And what you do with these, you push in, that spreads here a bit, and pull the line off. As you can see, how to go out to finagle your way in there to do this. It is something else. Now as you can see, I got the purge valve connection together. Now I got to get the tank line. Well, I've got the clip right there. I can get to turn around so I can get it on there. I did this so that my video won't close out on me. So we're going to try it this way. Put it partially on. I got it started to see how this works. I wish I could really do this and you watch me do it all, but fortunately I can't. Well, I still haven't got it yet. We're 26 minutes into this. I'm staying with it, just trying different techniques. Okay. Whew. I'd take this canister back off and long handle pliers grip the tank line right there at the back end of the collar. Hold that while I twist that canister on to get that clip past that where the clip goes on, then put the clip in. I've got it locked. Oh, finally. I still got to do the purge valve one, so wish me luck it'd be a lot quicker. 26 minutes into this. Okay, that's on now. Same pliers. Grip it right there. Hold the canister. Give it a grunt, oof, and it's on. Let's tighten this up and get to the fuel pump.